Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol TRTC. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this may look like several days worth of time right there, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I've been doing this analysis on a routine basis, so that's where these red and green line annotations are coming from. And a whole lot of updates here. Today was just a classic example of buy the rumor, sell the news. And now it's just kind of more of a question of can the bulls recover from that. First thing, though, is a little house cleaning. Yes, these lines still pertain to the chart, but they're not really relevant right now. So from a presentation standpoint and not wanting to have, millions of lines all over the place that can cause clutter and confusion, just want to try to keep this as clean as possible. So we'll get rid of those. First thing to talk about, though, is right here at 45 cents, which is this green line. This will mean a little bit more to those of you that have watched the past videos, but if you have, hopefully you remember me talking about that being a level of support. And while the price did, drop below it temporarily, the price fought back above it. And technically speaking, closed below it, but it's still well within the range of it. So I'm still going to consider 45 cents a level of support. Now, without question, it's definitely a very weak level of support. Like I said, the price technically has closed below it. But like I said, I'm still going to consider this level, a support zone. But there is another level to keep a close eye on. And I would say this is, definitely a must-hold level of support. And that's down there at the 42-cent range, which you can see now looking back through the history of the chart, has quite a bit of history. Bulls did a fantastic job of holding strong there. And then once again today, bulls did a fantastic job. So there are clearly buyers down at 42 cents. And you want to see those buyers stay down there. Not to insult anyone's intelligence, but obviously if the price goes down there and then the price just keeps going downwards, well, what does that tell us? That tells us that nobody's willing to buy at 42 cents anymore. And like I said, not to insult your intelligence, but that's not a good thing, right? Assuming you're long, you want people to want to buy. And if people aren't buying at 42, well, that just is going to cause the break of the support. But as it stands right now, 42 cents did do a good job of holding today. It's no longer being threatened given the price did bounce up there. But, in my opinion, 42 cents definitely a very important level of support. Resistance-wise, it's all about the two key moving averages, pink line being the 200 period, purple line being the 50 period. The sooner the price can get up above those, the better. But by no means, at least in my opinion, is a top priority breaking those levels of resistance. At this point, sideways action is just as good as any sort of upwards price action. So to me, like I said, again, in my opinion, I think that the top priority is just establishing the base and not letting the price start to drift down below 42 cents, because at that point, chart really starts to take on a whole new look. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point. And like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.